Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Shadow Root Grove. I'm Willow, and I am the Willow Witch of Shadow Root Grove. So, I am continuing the journey of shadow work, wellness, and releasing journey. And today, our theme is My Gentle Haunting, for which we have this beautiful, adorable little ghost we will be coloring. Now, understand this video will run into over an hour, maybe even longer. If you wish to stay, that's wonderful. If not, I understand. So here we go. This is my gentle haunting. It's a shadow work, a wellness and releasing. And what that is currently a journey I'm taking to where by coloring um, color pages with intention and with a theme, it helps me to help myself through shadow work and also through journeying. So as we color, we have prompts here for coloring, and then afterwards, off camera, I will journal in my journal. I will follow the prompts and journal about the whole session with the journal prompts. So I don't know if I explained that too well, but anyhow, let's get started. And I'm going to begin with this and what it tells us to focus on all the way down to here. And then we're going to do the rest as we go and color each. Okay, it says, My gentle haunting, a shadow work, wellness, and releasing journey. Your gentle haunting is a part of you that stays close because it needs care. Not because it wants to frighten, it is the emotional echo that follows you softly, the memory, belief, and wound that doesn't scream but still shapes your choices, reactions, and self worth. This coloring page becomes a ritual space where you meet the haunting with compassion instead of avoidance. Core focus, unresolved emotions that linger, old versions of yourself asking to be acknowledged, patterns that repeat quietly, soft wounds that influence your present, gentle self confrontation without overwhelm. This theme is about wellness through recognition, not confrontation. Symbolic wellness breakdown. Each element in this color page becomes a shadow work tool. So we are going to begin with the ghost, your lingering truth. The ghost represents the part of you that has stayed with you for years, not to harm, but to witness. Coloring it becomes an act of gentle confrontation where you allow yourself to see what you've been carrying. Focus on what emotion follows me even when I'm busy. What part of me feels unseen or unheard? How do you color a white ghost? I really don't know, but I think I'm just going to take a little bit of soft gray, and I do have my electric because I do like that fine point. And what I'm going to do is, you see where these hash marks is in here, I'm going to come in and just take a soft gray and color down in between there to give it some color. And while we do this, we need to focus on what emotion follows me when I'm busy. A lot of time, guilt. I'm going to say guilt because normally when I'm busy and guilt follows me, it's because I have put something off and now I'm trying to just get it done and I feel guilty about it. Or because of the time I've took to do things and I've could have things that I really wanted to do and did not need to do. And that time could have been placed taking care of some other things. So I'm going to say maybe a little bit of guilt and a little bit of remorse. And sometimes the feeling of inadequacy. Because I see people, or as when I was working like I was, I would see people who were very quick at their jobs, right on it, man, like you wouldn't believe. And I'm afraid I was always, there was always someone a half a second more quicker than me. So now I am just going to trace around this. And this picture I created with the help of AI. I had the theme in my mind, and I had kind of like journaling prompts in my mind. And I done like a rough sketch. You don't want to see it. Actually, I don't even have it. I threw it out. Kind of like what I wanted, and I went to AI and edited it, and it gave me a lot better. Well, it gave me this a lot better than what I could have done. Then I just printed it out, and here we are. I just printed it out on regular typing paper. And then maybe a little around the eyes. So I'm just tracing this out. I'll probably come back in and I already did this. Perfect. So now I'm just coming back in with some lines. I'm not worried about them being perfect because I'm not perfect. That's something I had to release in the last one, was worrying about being so perfect when I try to do things, because it discourages you. I cannot be perfect, and then it would discourage me. Then I think I'm just going to take this and like come in and along the folds, I'm going to give it a little bit of gray. I think that's working. I'm just going in and giving a little bit more to these lines that are there. This is really a fun one to do. So you can see how I'm doing this. I'm just coloring a little bit along the lines that were already there. If I don't like it, I do have a white eraser. And since I'm using my Faber-Castell, it does kind of like let me lift some of that up beautifully. I hope you grabbed your colors and your pages and you are joining me. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, I need to get up here. So we're focusing on what emotion follows me when I'm busy, and what part of me feels unseen and unheard. A lot of times working in different places and doing different things. I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, so we're back, and let's go ahead and work some more on this. I think I'm pretty well happy with that. Yeah, that is good. Now I'm going to come in with the white, and I'm coming up here. And I'm just going to go over that gray. Just to make it look like it's blending in more. You see how that's doing? Wonderful. Now we're coming over here. With each stroke, I am releasing. With each stroke, I am letting go. I'm allowing myself to focus on what emotion haunts me when I'm busy. And I'm allowing myself to let that go. I'm focusing on all the times I felt inadequate or didn't belong, didn't fit in. And I'm letting that go as well. And a lot of it that played on me was imperfection. And I think that's pretty good. I think I'm going to come in here with this and go a little bit right there. There we go. There's my little ghosty guy. Hey, he's kind of cute. Next it says the heart here. The heart, your heart needs softness. The heart the ghost holds is the emotional need you've been protecting. Coloring it is a wellness ritual of permission, allowing yourself to heal without judgment. Focus on what tenderness I deny myself, what I need but rarely ask for. Okay, do I want to make it red or pink? What color is this? Down here. I don't think so. I have a scratch pad here. It lets me see what colors. I think this one. There we go. So I need to focus on the heart the ghost is holding. And what I need to focus on is what tenderness I deny myself, what I need but rarely ask for. The tenderness I deny myself is to look at something and say, it's okay just as it is. I deny myself a lot of times acceptance, because a lot of times I believe things has to be perfect and they don't. that perfectionist in me kicks in, that dear sweet Capricorn. And sometimes it has absolutely stopped me from enjoying a few things that I've created. A purse that I've sewn, and I found a couple of stitches or a few stitches, not perfect. And so I'm like, I always know it's there. It didn't matter. What about the fact that I created it? So I released that. I'm going to start showing myself tenderness there. Or a bracelet that I made and there's still a little bit of wire showing after I put the clasp on. And once it's really around my wrist, you can't tell it, but it's like, it's not perfect. And I won't wear it. I wind up tearing it apart, and there's no need in it, no sense in it, because it was a beautiful bracelet and it served its purpose. So I released all of those expectations of perfection. Okay. After the heart, the bees, emotional signals. Bees are small reminders, the buzzing thoughts, the subtle triggers, the quiet discomforts that tells you something needs attention. Coloring them helps you identify what thoughts keeps returning, what discomfort I keep brushing aside. Hmm. Hello, bee friends. Yeah, we know this one. Okay. Think I'm going to give it a little bit of a black face. And the prompts are, what thoughts keep returning? Again, these would be thoughts of inadequate because something isn't perfect, or because I feel I'm not perfect and don't fit in. Hmm. You're getting a little bit of that here right now with that. Okay, so a little bit of his eye is there. I'm going to do just a little, kind of like a toothy thing here. Zigzaggy toothy thing. I thought this part was black too. I'll go ahead and shade it in black. Okay, now let's do this one. There we go. You can see this eye better than that eye. It has to do with me. But I like my little ghosty here. Now our bees are all starting to come alive. cute. You see, here's what I want to do. I want to grab my eraser and correct that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it just like it is and try to do my best with this. Okay, now the yellow. Which yellow? Let's use the scratch. Definitely this yellow. I don't want to get into that black because if I do, it's going to smear all into the yellow, make the yellow look muddy and nasty. So we'll do it like that. Nice. I think that'll do. I think that'll do. Now I gotta think of, wonder if I can find that gray I used before. Ew, what about a silver? What if we use a silver to do? Look at that. And then maybe just give it a little light. Ooh, I think that worked good. Okay, I can do that. Still gives it that kind of like see-through. I just don't want to leave a whole lot of things on the page white, you know? We can go with that. Now, what's after the bees? So the bees were what tender, no, the bees were what thoughts keep returning, and that is the thought of everything has to be perfect. And what discomfort do I keep brushing aside? The discomfort I keep brushing aside is uh, discomfort of being put on display. Also, um, not knowing if my work is good enough for others to see. Those are the things I have to work on and put aside. Now we're moving on to the mushrooms. Ooh, we got 5 mushrooms. And the mushrooms, growth in the dark. Growth in the dark, mushrooms grow in shadow places. They symbolize wellness that happens quietly, so slowly, and often without you noticing. Coloring them supports wellness that has already begun, growth I haven't acknowledged yet. All right. Okay. So I guess I want to go with they got spots, and the spots of course are, I don't know. I can make them any color I want because it's my coloring, and I think I might. So I might add some yellow spots. Yellow spots on this one. I like that. I like the yellow. Where have I already grown? Well, I am learning to accept things the way that they are and not push, not push. I think I'm going to leave the rest of this. Don't know if I know. I'm going to take the rest of this. Yeah, I guess this should be a yellow too. Then I'm going to take a red around that maybe. And I think I'm going to do the other ones different colors too. Look at this pretty purple. Where am I? I'm going to put the pretty purple up here because there's just too much white on this picture and I want color. I notice I'm not coloring really hard on this one. If you remember other one I done, I was coloring really hard and I'm not on this one. So I'm pretty happy with my progress, I think. Yeah, I'll take it. Not sweating it. I'm not sweating it. Now I need a pretty blue. What are you? And that is pretty. We'll do this little one. See, that's perfectionist. Coming back in like this. That's perfectionist. Don't want to do that all the time. I got a pretty pink too. I got this at Five Below. Got it at Five Below for $6. And I tell you what, for colored pencils, it's beautiful. Look at that. Can you see that point? Can you see that? It's beautiful. Now let's do this bigger one in pink. Ooh, so I'm going to start helping myself by doing this. I'm going to try not to go back to something. Once I've colored it, I'm going to try not to go back. Unless it's, yeah, I hear myself. I don't know. Maybe means I'm going to have to take more care before I leave something, or else I have to leave it because that is self-care. I can only go back if I forgot to color something. I cannot go back to touch up a color on this. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, nope, can't go back. Now I've got that last one down there. And I think I want to give it, where's soft green? Oh, these poor greens. I have used them up. Which one do I want? I think this one. wellness that has already begun. Me deciding that once I color something, I'm leaving it. I'm not going to go back and redo it like this where I went out of line a little bit. I'm leaving it alone. And da 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 da. See, we're on the mushrooms. Growth, wellness that has already begun. Growth, I haven't acknowledged. So this is kind of like a two-parter. It's working it past the perfectionist and acknowledging it. I kind of like noticed it when I started coloring this and I started just going like this real quickly everywhere instead of planning it out. I noticed then I started moving forward a little bit. And then when I decided not to go back after I colored something, that shows that that's the growth I haven't acknowledged. So this has begun. What's next? Oh, we got to finish the mushrooms. Now I'm going to take an orange. That's not an orange. Do I even have an orange in here? Is that an orange? These poor things, I have used these for so long. That's not an orange. That I honestly don't even know what's in here or not. Honestly. What are you? And you. And that's that orange. But I think I want this orange. It's brighter and happier. Who ever heard of orange and purple toadstool? Doesn't matter. Because I'm creating one. Orange and purple. Why is it giving me such 70 vibes? But I like it. I like how this is turning out. Yeah. There. Now, yellow and I think yellow and how about yellow and a green toadstool? I can do that, you know. I like that. There we go. Yellow and green. Okay. Now, how about a blue and blue and green would be pretty too. I've already done a yellow and green. Yeah. Dag nabbit. No, no. Maybe. Uh oh. Gonna hear a bang. Don't tell me I gotta go and use that. I'm gonna dump this. No, it won't even turn unless that's on there. Hmm. Aha, got it. Sorry about that. Just took me a second. That's good. I love blue and green together, this color, blue and green. Not the dark blue with the dark green. I don't care for that. I like this blue and green together. Yeah, put a black light up to that one. No. So pretty. Okay, how about a pretty purple? You a pretty purple? Are you purple? Close enough. Yeah, I like this color too. This combination. Never quite seen a toadstool that matches this before. Yeah. Now the big one. Then I got to do the underbellies. Just going to do that real light. I am surprised that I am not coloring so hard. I don't feel the pressure in me to do it. So pretty. I'm going to do this big one the same way. That brown, so pretty. Try to get the lightest. My gentle haunting. What other color can I use? What about you? Yeah, we'll go for this one little one. But only for that one little one. What other colors do we have? What are you? No, I don't think I want to go peach. Let's see. Used you already. Don't have many browns. Oh, let's try you. Bingo. And get this little one. Yeah. And there are the 5. Oh, I gotta cut that one. I think I'm gonna take red around that one. One of these need to be a red. Yeah. Hey everybody, and welcome back. So my camera kicked off, and so I had to answer a phone call, and now I'm back and I'm picking back up on this. We are coloring the mushrooms, and with the mushrooms, we are focusing on the wellness that has already begun and the growth that we have not acknowledged. And for me, the wellness that has already begun is that I'm able to color softer, not make everything so dark and bold. And you know something I even noticed? I'm coloring over like these little bubbles and stuff because I know it's not going to hurt anything. And everything don't have to be perfect. And once I leave it, I can't go back to it. Like, where was it? I don't even remember now. I went out of line on this, but I couldn't go back and color it back in. I see some places where I could go back in and add a little bit more color to fill in some more white spaces, but I left them. And once I leave them, I can't do it. Like right here. See that? I like to go back in with that color right through there, but and over here as well, and I'm leaving it. Okay, so there are the mushrooms. After the mushrooms, we have the hanging hearts. And there's 1, 2, 3. In the hanging hearts, emotional release. These hearts represents the emotions ready to be released. The ones that have hung above you for too long. Coloring them becomes a ritual of letting go without force, releasing emotional weight gently. Okay. And then the rest of it is just the flowers is for what's blooming and opening in us now. The leaves is for gentle growth and moving forward. And so, yeah, so then we're going to give it a light background, maybe. But right now, let's go ahead and color these hearts. I don't think I want to color them all red. I think I might want to use some pink here because this is releasing. What was that pink? Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to use both of these. Let me get this one sharp. It's the sticker, it does that. You see this? Why they put them right down there, I don't know, but you have to peel them off. Tells you that. I don't know. Now there we go. So I'm going to color this one this color. And then I'm going to color these two this color. Okay. Okay. Now the flowers, which is about what is blooming inside of us, what's opening inside of us. We have a lot of daisies in that, and I can use some yellow. I'm telling you, I like that bright yellow. So I'm going to use some yellow and some orange, maybe some pinks. But let's go with this first. I want this yellow, and I'm going to, I think this one. What is opening up inside me? What is starting to bloom? Confidence is starting to bloom. Confidence about putting what I'm doing out there. Because I was so afraid to come on here with this. But this is a good practice of wellness. I don't say healing, I say wellness. Wellness don't get you in trouble. Wellness is self-care, just taking care of yourself. And coloring is a great way to do that. It's a stress reliever. It's an innovator of ideas. It also lets you release things and work through things. And when it's prompted, it really does. I think I want to make this one match it. It really does help you work through things. What is blooming inside me? What is opening before me? And I chose confidence. Confidence is opening inside me. Confidence is blooming. Understanding. Understanding people may not like what I'm doing, may not understand it, may not accept it. And they don't have to. Yeah. Pink daisy. Why not? Well, actually, euthanasia is pink. Even though I don't know this is euthanasia, I like the pink. So now it's understanding and confidence and change of expectation. That I can just enjoy the process and not have to manipulate the process. Now this one. Everybody wants what they color to turn out really pretty and do the best they can on it. But when you come to the time when you're downright, I'm going to take that as a leaf, as a flat part of the flower. When you're downright obsessing over it, and I'm not doing that now. I'm just letting it become what it's meant to become. Okay, now I have these little ones down at the bottom. I'm going to take this, well, I can use a light purple down there. Almost like a daisy. I like that purple. And what's getting me is I'm not Releasing. I don't have to press so hard, so I don't have to try so hard. Yeah, I like that. That's what that represents in me. And I think I want a blue one too. It's my garden, right? Blue works on the blue chakra. And the blue chakra is for self-expression and communication. Other things as well. I left it. I like to make it darker, but I left it. Can't do it. It is a it is a labor of love. What's this one? Like these, just these little pink, lovely little flowers. Only had 2 of those? Oh. But I don't know what this is on here. It's got a head, and it's got these. I wonder if I can make that into, like, I don't know what that is. Is it another little ghosty? I don't know. I don't think this is a part of it, though. Or is it? This is its head. I'm going to acknowledge it, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a brown. Because I don't know. What color? Should I do another purple? Different color of purple. Okay. I wonder if that was supposed to be like a snail. Maybe. So I'm just going to go in and go ahead and color that back inside there. There. Maybe it's supposed to be like a snail. So that's what we'll go with. Now, what color am I going to use for the middle of the flowers? What is blooming? What is already becoming? What is blossoming inside of me? And I chose confidence and understanding and perception. Expectations. There. Oh. What am I going to paint? Ta-da! Okay, I need 1 green. The leaves are things that are growing and forming. Things that are growing and forming. We've been working on this for a while now. Mhm. And I think I do like this green. Beautiful. Coloring this ribbon of green. What is growing? New things. What new things are emerging? I'll just leave that there. I'm good enough with that. I like those curly cues. Oh, I need to put these away. Making a mess, making a mess. I will stop there. Look at that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You went out of line. You leave it. Just color it in. Okay, I'm okay with that now. I have to admit I didn't like going out of line, but there. I like that. I want to take these the same color. Okay, this one here went out of leaving it. I'm leaving it. Okay. So now I can go back with some other greens. I think. Yeah. I can do that. Okay. Nope. You see, I wanted to though, didn't you? You've seen I really wanted to. Well, let's take these this color. Yeah, I'm liking how this is looking. Now I just have the top to do. I don't know if I want to do it in that same green. I really liked it though. I think there's another one. Let me see these two. I don't think these are the same. Let's see. Okay, that's definitely the one I used below. That's the one I used below, but we're going to use this one up above. Okay, I'm gonna turn this upside down to be able to work on this here. I think this green's working really good up here too. Might as well get this one since I done the other ones. Okay. So I want to get a green to color those. This is good. There we go. Now I'm going to take, I think, a red. These look like little berries to me. Yeah. So then the stars. Little bit of silver shows what's shining in my life. This is the mystery. It still lays ahead. The mystical, the magic, the wonder, the fabulous, the awesome, the awe, the extraordinary, phenomenal. And there it is. It is finished. Okay. So I wonder if I have another kind of a gray. Let me see. Gray or a blue. Let me see. What about this? That's kind of light up there. I don't think I want to do anything. But down here in the mystery. Coming out of the shadows. My gentle haunting. I think it's done. And I'm going to leave it alone. I think this is my gentle haunting. And I think it's fabulous. So, the journal prompts is Deep Shadow Work Journal Prompt. What part of me has been haunting me softly, and what is trying to teach me? Break it down as you color. What emotion quietly follows me? What memory still whispers? What belief still shapes my reaction? What version of me still needs compassion? What wellness is ready to begin? This prompt is designed to bring your haunting into light without overwhelming you. A slow, safe unveiling. Self-releasing intention for the page. I allow my gentle haunting to speak, and I meet it with softness. I'm going to write that below. I'm going to write that down here. I thought I had a pen. I do. Okay. I want to make sure it's the same. I allow my gentle haunting to speak. and I meet it with softness. There we go. And then I will journal my page to go along with it. But hey, there you go. There is my gentle haunting. And in my gentle haunting, I allow my little ghost to help me focus on what emotion follows me whenever I'm busy and what part of me feels unseen or unheard. And then as I colored my little heart, I focused on what tenderness I deny myself, what I need but rarely ask for. Then the buzzing little bees are the thoughts that keep returning and what discomfort I keep brushing aside. And then my mushrooms were wellness that has already begun, growth I haven't acknowledged. Then my little hanging hearts were letting go without force, releasing emotional weight gently. And then all of my little flowers was what was blooming inside of me, what has already blossomed. And my leaf is what is still growing. What am I still becoming? So there you go. There's my gentle little haunting. I'm going to write that down here. Oops. There we go, my gentle haunting. And I will do my journal prompts off camera. But hey, I'm going to put these here. Let me move this. Everything out of its way. So let me put all the pencils up. Move everything. And here they are, side by side. If you want to grab a, yeah, here they are if you want to grab a, what is it called? Screenshot. Move this. There they are. If you want to grab a screenshot. Thank you for joining me. Stay forever magical. And with much love and gratitude, my friends, blessed be.